Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Eastern Conference Finals, the Indiana and the Pacers taking on the New York Knicks. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. The New York Knicks lead the way into the Eastern Conference Finals, and you're looking at a team that's very confident after beating the defending champion Boston Celtics. It may have been without Jason Tatum for one game, but essentially you saw them take the defending champions to the woodshed. With or without their best player, they still were able to get some stuff done. And when you're looking at the overall team, the New York Knicks aren't really a deep team. When you think about it, for the most part, you've got Josh Hart, you got Jalen Brunson leading the way, you got Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, you got Mikal Bridges, you got OG for the most part. You got a couple of different role players, but for the most part, that's the sum of what the damage is for the actual New York Knicks. They don't play a deep bench, but they're 5 or 6 guys into the rotation, and you're looking at overall, they play great team defense. When you're thinking about Thibodeau, Coach Thibs teaches defense. So they're going to be one to try to slow down the Indiana Pacers' efficiency for the offense. When you're looking at Karl Anthony Towns, he's going to be in the post trying to rebound. He's going to have to fight off some of the bigs for Indiana. And Indiana has a versatile bunch of bigs. Not all are above 6'11", but you got to think about this. They play big and they're versatile when they can play guards. They can also play bigs. So when you're thinking about this, Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, OG are going to have to crash the boards. I like how not only one guy is available to crash the boards, but every single Knick seems to be on the boards. It doesn't matter if it's Jalen Brunson. Everybody seems to crash the board when they're going to attack for those offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. And you look at the Pacers side. The Pacers have been counted out by a lot of people throughout the season. When you talk about just Tyrese Halliburton being called overrated in anonymous polls by players and coaches and different things they've had to deal with, all he does is raise his game. Since the first level of the NBA playoffs to the second level to now, all he's shown you is that he's an MVP type candidate. He's done it with assists. He's done it with defense. He's also done it with scoring. He showed you the pure passer effect of the point guard status when he goes and he just looks for everybody else to get involved. He's not trying to score points, but he has to score points, and that's what he does for the Pacers. Pascal Siakam, let's talk about it for a minute. He's a big that also plays little. When you think about the ability to switch on defense, he slides his feet. He's one of the guys that helps sets up the little 5-finger defense where everywhere you go, there's a defender there. It's like all the defenders are on a string and everybody's moving in motion. The Pacers play great defense and they're attacking when they need to. They create great mismatches on offense and they exploit you on defense. From the standpoint, Miles Turner. Miles Turner is going to have his hands full with Karl Anthony Towns, but I think that there's going to be switching going on where Obi Toppin is going to have his chance to guard and defend. Pascal Siakam is going to have his chance to defend as well. And you got to think about this. You could see Benedict get down there, even though he's 6'5", and play some versatile defense on Karl Anthony Towns. I've seen all 5 guys play all 5 positions essentially for the Pacers this offseason. When you think about just what they're doing, they create mismatches. TJ McConnell, when he gets into the game, it's almost like they've got 3 or 4 point guards at one time and nobody's selfish with the ball. They continuously move the ball until the right pass is given. I think Aaron Naismith is going to be big in this one because he's going to have to be versatile on defense and he's going to also create mismatches where you can shoot the ball at a high clip in different ways, shapes, and forms. So I think overall, you got Andrew Nembhard. He's versatile. Like you've got point guards, shooting guards that can all do something, that are all 6'3", 6'4", that can all be versatile on offense and all still play defense. So I think overall, Tyrese Halliburton isn't going to have to carry the load because the Pacers have everything under wraps, and you think about this. Rick Carlisle gives them the easiest game plan possible. It's not hard. It's not neurospace science. He gives them the flexibility and the opportunity to score. Nobody has to be a hero on the Pacers, and everybody knows their role and is playing defense when they need to and offense when they need to. The key to this and the X factor is going to be slowing down the rest of the Knicks, not named Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. I think that if you slow down the machine that's behind them, they don't get as much proficiency on offense. Karl Anthony Towns, you see him, he likes to foul. He fouls out often as far as this playoffs has been concerned. He's picked up much more fouls than I've seen him pick up in the last couple of years. So as far as being in the playoffs and being just in big game situations, I like the Knicks in this one, but overall my heart is telling me to go with the Pacers. I'm going to pick the hot Indiana Pacers to continue as their role. You see how they rolled the Cavs, the best team in the East. I think they're going to continuously roll. I think it's going 7 games with the Indiana Pacers getting the best of the New York Knickerbockers. I think this is going to be a tough series, but I think they got it in tow. And when it's all said and done, the New York Knicks have had a great season, but I think the Pacers are going to take that actual crown. So all you Knicks fans, all you Pacers fans, get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Trace Plus for all the breakdowns and all the updates, and we will see you on the NBA playoffs.